I'm waiting for a very important package and, well, it hasn't come yet, but I'm really excited for this package that's coming in right now. You know what? Let's talk about a particular swim bait that I really like throwing this time of year. You guys have seen it quite a few times. I've had some questions about it lately, so today we're gonna just talk about it while we wait for this package, which I have no idea if it's gonna come or not. Let's talk about the Roman-made Mother, one of the most iconic swim baits out there on the market to this day. Due probably because of the price point as well as just the sheer size of this bait. It's a 12-inch bait, 10 ounces, and it's just a massive swim bait. I mean, it's made out of wood. It's made hand by hand in Japan by one man. Not really trying to rhyme, and it's made by a guy named Toshinori Takayama. And he makes these, hand carves them, tunes them himself, and sends them out. I've been very lucky enough to actually catch 2 fish on this bait. Now, just because it's a giant swim bait doesn't mean that only giant fish will eat it. The 2 fish that I've even caught on this swim bait in the one season that I really threw it hard, one of them was a 4-pounder and the other one was a 6-pounder. Not giant fish at all. I mean, it's a massive bait here. So just because, you know, it's this size doesn't mean that those smaller fish won't hit it. Let's do a comparison just to show just how big this bait really is. All right, this is the DRT Tiny Clash, 6.6 inches long without the tail. Next, we have the High Power Swim Baits 8-inch Gliding Gizzard Shad. Next, we have the OG Depths 250, 10 inches long. Then you introduce the Roman-made Mother, 12 inches long, 10 ounces. It's a big bait. So that's the Roman-made Mother. It's an absolutely massive bait. And honestly, I have no idea if I'll ever get anything bigger than... I guess my package is here. This box is freaking huge. I think I might know what's in it too. All right, let's get this thing opened up. Okay. Look at this. Uh-oh. Roman made. Okay, this is gonna be the first look at the new Roman-made Mother Chaser. Mother appeared to me like a dream. 15 years ago, Mother concept was born. For 10 years, I followed Mother's power, and now the moment has arrived. Mother Chaser. Holy smokes. There it is. The Roman-made Mother Chaser. That is insane. It's massive. This thing is huge. Holy smokes. Are you joking me? Look at the size of this bait. Let's go get some up-close shots with this massive bait. That's the Roman-made Mother Chaser. I mean, dude, look at the size of that bait. It's freaking huge. I mean, remember 2 minutes ago we were just talking about how this thing was big? No, this thing's huge. I mean, dude, look at the size difference. I was very lucky enough to be able to get the very first production model. This is it. This is the first ever production model. It's got the Roman made. P1 stands for production model number 1. And I've got it right here in my hands. I want to give a huge shout out to David Swenseid for even allowing me to get the very first one and get my hands on one of these baits. So quick specs on the Mother Chaser. It is 16 inches long, weighs 22 ounces. The Mother, 12 inches, 10 ounces. It is double the weight of the Mother. 16 inches long, makes it the biggest swim bait that I own in my arsenal. This lure is massive. Made again by Toshinori Takayama, one at a time, tunes them, weights them. This thing is absolutely beautiful. It doesn't even feel like it's a bait meant to be fished. And I guess the last thing to do is, well, go fishing. So that is the Roman made Mother Chaser. Awesome bait overall. I mean, it's a gigantic bait. As my buddy Chris called it, what did you call it, a salmon?
Salmon.
I'm fishing a salmon. I mean, it's a massive bait. Huge. 16 inches long, 22 ounces. Awesome bait. Now you guys might be wondering what rod, what reel, what line I'm throwing for such a massive bait. That's a really good question. The bait deserves and has to have a massive rod to fish it. This is my Moems. It's an extra heavy rod. Even with this rod, this bait's still almost a little too heavy for it. I mean, casting it today, it worked, but I definitely wouldn't recommend throwing it all day on this setup. Did the job, it was able to cast it, so got away with it. The reel that I have is a Tranx 400. It's a high gear ratio reel. It's a big bait, moves a lot of water, and I wanted to pick up the line a little bit quicker, so you have the faster gear ratio reel. Line going super big. I'm throwing 40-pound mono on it. I could easily probably downsize to like 30, but just to play it safe on a bait of this caliber, I went up to 40-pound mono. At that point, I don't think the fish are going to be able to even see like the line or anything like that, because they're going to be focusing on this massive profile rather than coming up and looking at your line. Practical? Not really. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever really even fish this bait after this, but it's definitely an awesome bait to have, you know, just I guess for bragging rights. So Awesome bait. Huge shout out to my buddy David Swenseid for sending me the bait. Shout out to Roman Made also for making such an awesome bait. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, go out there and chase your mother chaser.